Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, I want to dedicate this video specifically about Kairi. Some call her Kairi Sane, some call her Kairi Hojo. But I want to talk about some upcoming scenarios for Kairi, because I'm at a crossroad with a few of these scenarios, but just trying to get an idea of how things could turn out between now and perhaps sometime early next year for Kairi. So let's kind of lay down some things with these scenarios. Let's lay down some things that I'm gonna focus on to kind of paint a picture. Okay, so number one, we know that Kairi has a Wonder of Stardom Championship opportunity November 19th at Stardom Gold Rush 2022, as she will take on Saya Kamitani, which was a match that was supposed to happen this past summer, but Kairi unfortunately caught COVID and couldn't compete. Number two, the following day, November 20th, historic crossover, Kairi has the opportunity to become the inaugural IWGP Women's Champion, as she will face Mayu Iwatani. Okay. Scenario 3. Now, Kairi has actually never won a Cinderella tournament in her Stardom career. She's won a 5-star Grand Prix, but she has never won a Cinderella tournament. Not only that, but nobody has ever won the Cinderella tournament and successfully challenged and won the World of Stardom Championship. The record is 0-3. Record is 0-3. Nobody has been able to do it yet. Some other things I want to factor as well. Well, actually, okay, we got our scenarios. Let's start digging a little deeper. Okay, the Wonder of Stardom Championship. Kairi has her opportunity at Stardom Gold Rush. Saya Kamitani is the current champion. She's been on an amazing run. Now, a couple of specific details. Number one, Saya's recent title defense was against Mina Shirakawa, somebody that has beaten Saya in the 5-star Grand Prix and has also made Saya tap out to the figure 4. Now, Saya did successfully defeat Mina Shirakawa, but she unfortunately injured her due to a botched Phoenix Splash. Feet landed across Mina's face, jacked up her jaw and orbital. So, of course, this forced Mina Shirakawa to have to withdraw from the Goddess of Stardom Tag League. Waka Tsukiyama was her replacement. Speedy recovery for her. Now, for this particular scenario, what I really could see is Saya Kamitani being put over, Kairi, her beating Kairi, and even to add on to that, I could see a redemption story for Mina Shirakawa, and perhaps they consider having Saya Kamitani hold the Wonder of Stardom Championship until Mina returns. Because I don't expect Mina to be out for a crazy amount of time. I don't expect her to be out for a crazy amount of time. So I'm honestly thinking they're going to do some sort of redemption arc where Mina Shirakawa returns, will earn a Wonder of Stardom Championship opportunity, and she dethrones Saya Kamitani. That's what I'm thinking will ultimately happen. At the same time, I could see Kairi winning, defeating Saya Kamitani, being the fact that she hasn't won a championship since she returned to Stardom. And if there was any opportunity for her to have one more championship run before I guess she's done or decides to call it quits or decides to start a family with her husband, then I could see the Wonder of Stardom Championship being the title. Okay, so those are my thoughts on that particular scenario. Scenario 2. The IWGP Women's Championship Finals. Mayu Iwatani, Kairi. So the setup also included Mayu Iwatani relinquishing the SWA Championship, which, you know, her last defense was against Alpha Female, and even before that was in America at the Rumble on the 44th Street show, where she successfully defended it against Kylan King. Now, she made a bold move, deciding, after she defeated Alpha Female, deciding to relinquish the SWA title, which she did at Hiroshima Goddess Festival, so that she can go after the IWGP Women's Championship. You know, a bold move. A bold move. Now, secondly, I can't stress the height and how important this match is. This is history making. This is the historic crossover main event. First ever collaboration show between New Japan Pro Wrestling and Stardom. And this is the main event for a brand new championship. The first ever IWGP Women's Championship. Now, here's the thing. One of the things that they said for the holder of this title would be that it would get showcased on Stardom specific, I guess, big events, and also overseas and even NJPW Strong events as well. So it would warrant travel. And they may occasionally have it defended on some New Japan Pro Wrestling shows, perhaps. Now, here's where I'm having a hard time. So, with Mayu Iwatani, on one hand, I can see her winning the championship, especially after the bold move of relinquishing the SWA Championship. And I could see that as being someone that, would be willing to travel. I mean, she just went to New York. So it's, having Mayu Iwatani, the icon of Stardom, being the inaugural IWGP Women's Champion, I mean, I think it's a safe choice. It's definitely a safe choice. But at the same time, I could see Kairi winning because I think she would be a worthy wrestler to hold that title. I mean, it's Kairi. She's a great wrestler. But here's the problem that I have with Kairi winning this match and this championship. Number one, I don't think Kairi wants to travel. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that she returned to Stardom after leaving WWE. And even, you have to remember, her leaving, she was still serving as an ambassador for the WWE for a while. Even when she stopped in-ring competition, she was still serving as an ambassador for WWE. So it hasn't been too long since she returned to Stardom. And I honestly don't think she wants to travel. I could be wrong, but I was just under that impression that she doesn't want to travel overseas for however long. Secondly, it looks like she's a part-timer. I don't think she's a full-timer with Stardom, because we've really only seen her compete on the pay-per-view shows since she returned. She hasn't competed on a regular Stardom show. It's only been the pay-per-view shows so far. So, the thing is, I don't think it would be good to have the first ever IWGP Women's Champion be a part-timer. You know what I mean? So, that's another area I have a problem with Kairi winning this championship. Because right now, she's a part-timer. Now, unless that's about to change once she wins this, then, I mean, go for it. And then the only other thing where I feel like it would be the right call for her to win is I would have a hard time believing, not saying this is impossible, but I would have a really hard time believing that they would have Kairi lose twice, back-to-back like that, on 2 pay-per-views. Having her lose twice. So, that's where I'm really having a hard time with this IWGP Women's Championship match scenario. That's where I'm having a hard time. And then finally, the third scenario. In the case that she doesn't win any gold in either of these 2 big matches, why not have her win the Cinderella tournament? Something she has never done before in her Stardom career. And have her win and have her wish for a World of Stardom Championship match against Shuri. Because at this moment, I'm thinking you go ahead and have Shuri still retain in December when she faces Julia. Or either way. But I think if you don't have any plan for Julia to dethrone Shuri, which I would really hate to see that happen personally. Not saying that I don't like Julia, but just it would be way too easy for them to have Julia dethrone Shuri. So why not make it extra special? Have Kairi win the Cinderella tournament, something she's never done before. Have her wish for a World of Stardom Championship opportunity, and actually win the match, which nobody has been able to do. The record is 0-3. And she dethrones Shuri and wins the red belt. I think that would be huge for Kairi. Let her have a red belt run for a while. She loses, and then she can do whatever afterwards. So, those are my thoughts on these three scenarios for Kairi. But like I said, there's a lot of determining factors. Like for Kairi specifically, one, is she willing to travel? And two, is she willing to be a full-timer? Or is she going to stay part-time? I think that's got to play a factor into these scenarios. So, I'm predicting that she loses the first title match against Saya, because I think you just got to put Saya over. The second title match with Mayu, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time. I got to think it over. I'll have a final decision when I do the prediction thread for when I give my predictions for historic crossover. But yeah, I need more time. But anyway, that's all that I have. Let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about these scenarios with Kairi potentially coming up? If you want to go ahead and say so, what do you think she'll walk away with when it comes to Stardom Gold Rush, historic crossover? Do you think she'll have a shot of being put into the Cinderella tournament next year? Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.